Gotta go fast.
Even before the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 hit theaters, Sonic the 3 was already in the works. In fact, apart from the third installment, a Knuckles-focused spin-off series will also be released soon. This installment debuted in the second film and was voiced by Idris Elba. Although the third Sonic movie's release date is known, no specifics have yet been revealed. And with that in mind, we still have a few tidbits for you. So here's what we know so far about Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Let's go.
The Master Emerald? It does not concern you. I got you off that planet and you brought me to the Hedgehog.
If there's no delay, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 will burst into the theaters on December 20th, 2024. This was announced in early August 2022, which is a little later than fans are used to seeing Sonic the Hedgehog's adventures on the big screen. But that's still not too bad, at least we have some more news. In its departure from the two prior films, which was released in February 2020 and April 2022 respectively, the success of those films at the box office demonstrates how rational a Christmas release is. Though there's no specific date for the commencement of the threequel's production, we anticipate that it will need to get underway no later than 2023 because, like the first two films, a sizable portion of the budget will go towards the visual effects. Duh.
I don't want to fight you, but you're not giving me much choice.
Although the cast for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 hasn't been officially confirmed, we can still make some educated assumptions. It goes without saying that Ben Schwartz will return as Sonic, and he'll probably be joined once more by Colleen O'Shaughnessy as Tails and Idris Elba as Knuckles. Following the release of Sonic 2, Jim Carrey announced his impending retirement from his lengthy acting career. He claimed to be pretty serious about taking a vacation from the business. If so, Robotnik may not appear in the threequel, but don't be alarmed because after the success of the first two parts, the third one will hopefully be just as good. Then there's Toby and Neil, the producers of Sonic, who also stated that they wouldn't even try to recast the part. Jim Carrey will always have a role in these films and TV shows as long as he would like to be present, according to one of the producers. So who knows, if Carrey changes his mind, he'll have a role waiting for him. The producers added that they adored Jim because he was just so unique and what he accomplished with Robotnik was amazing. As long as he wants to remain with the franchise, they'll love him. Who else is there? Expect to see Lee as Agent Stone, Robotnik's patient employee, James and Tika as Sonic's parents, Tom and Maddie, and Adam as Deputy Sheriff Wade Whipple in the other human roles. Since Gunn might play a bigger role in the third movie with Shadow's appearance, Tom Butler as Commander Walters might return along with Natasha Rothwell as Maddie's older sister Rachel, and Shamar Moore as her fiance Randall.
He came all the way across the universe to meet his hero. And what did his hero do? I practically got him killed.
After Shadow's appearance was hinted at the credits scene, it's unknown who will voice him in the third film. In the series, the character is currently voiced by Kirk Thornton, and we anticipate that for Shadow's big screen debut, a new actor will take on the part. Shadow is motivated by fearing revenge, according to the co-writer Pat Casey. Thus, Sonic's efforts to make friends with Shadow won't be as successful as they were with Knuckles. Casey explained that when Sonic sees Shadow, he'll think that he'll just teach him about the power of friendship, as he did with Knuckles. Sonic has never had to deal with someone as emotionally damaged as Shadow. The co-writer mentioned on Green Hill Zone podcast that sadly Shadow won't respond to that. Could we expect to see more Sonic video game characters like Shadow appear on the big screen in this case? In the video game, characters like Dr. Robotnik's grandfather Gerald Robotnik and his cousin Maria Robotnik play a part in Shadow's original tale, so there is a chance that fans may get to see them too. At the end of the day, it's always possible that the plot has been changed for the movies.
We can't beat Robotnik as long as he's got that emerald. He's too powerful!
No plot details for the third film's been confirmed, but it will undoubtedly pick up from the credits scene tease, or at least we hope it does. In the scene, we return to the climax's gun search for Robotnik, but found no trace of him. Agent Stone has also been sneaking around, so there's no doubt he's assisted his boss in fleeing. And most importantly, we got to see our first look at Shadow the Hedgehog, who will undoubtedly cause trouble for Sonic in the threequel. Fowler declined to elaborate, but he did express his excitement to comicbook.com. He was hesitant to go into any other detail because everything was still in its early stages, but he let it out that they were working on a character that they are very excited about, and because he was a fan, he couldn't help but feel it was a personal achievement. In terms of what the cast wants to see, O'Shaughnessy told Digital Spy that she hopes to see Tails return first and foremost. She hopes to see more of him and see where his gadgets can take everyone as well. Carrey continued that he felt that Robotnik should pursue a career in nanotechnology. City. He'd like to see his machines release as an aerosol that can be ingested by humans and turn them into him. Whatever happens, we hope Carrie decides to stick around and see it through. Schwartz wasn't in the mood to reveal any plot details, but he did tease what we can expect from the playlist. He exclaimed that they put so much effort into the sequel, and for 3, it is going to be very crazy. We can hardly wait for fans to see it.
Sounds like the owls and echidnas have been fighting each other for centuries.
Like Vin Diesel and The Rock.
A mid-credit scene in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 suggests that the film series will introduce the popular character Shadow, a darker version of Sonic from the original video games, the Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And based on Jim Carrey's announced departure from the series and retirement from acting, it seems natural to assume that Shadow would take Robotnik's place as the central antagonist in the confirmed Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film. But based on how Shadow's character has been used in the games, he may not be the ultimate threat Sonic and his friends face. Shadow was created by Robotnik as a genetic experiment and was resurrected by Eggman as a part of his plot to conquer the world, as first seen in Sonic Adventure 2. Shadow was described as the ultimate life form with speed and power equal to or greater than Sonic's. While Shadow was intended to be a one-time character, he proved to be so popular among fans that he was quickly brought back and has since become a mainstay of the franchise, even receiving his own spin-off game in 2005. These games show how Shadow could be used in the Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film. While Shadow is introduced as a villainous foil for Sonic, he quickly transforms into an anti-hero working to save humanity despite his dislike for it. Shadow even teams up with Sonic to save the world in his first appearance in Sonic Adventure 2. Shadow's popularity has kept him from becoming a true villain who might be killed off or defeated at the end of the story. Sonic and Shadow will most likely face off in the 2024 Sonic the Hedgehog 3 film, with the two eventually teaming up to take on a larger threat, similar to how Sonic the Hedgehog 2 treated Knuckles. What is less clear is who that larger villain would be, given that the Sonic franchise doesn't have the most diverse roster of recognizable antagonists.
What just happened? It's the Stash Masher, right here in the manual.
We have nothing as of yet because the filming on Sonic the Hedgehog 3 hasn't begun as of September 2022. The first trailer for the sequel was released in December 2021, 4 months before its release date, indicating that we'll be waiting a while to see one for the third. Casey and Miller promised in an interview with Screen Rant that Sonic the Hedgehog 3 would be a wild ride for moviegoers. The duo didn't reveal any plot details for the third film, but they did express excitement about their future plans. Sonic 3 was looking promising to both of them, and the only spoiler they were willing to give was that it'll be fantastic. And as Josh Miller said, spoiler alert, it's gonna be crazy. That is a wrap for this video. Are you excited for more news on Sonic the Hedgehog 3? Let us know in the comments below. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. We'll see you in the next one.
Whoa, the compass!
This will lead us to the emerald!